Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Spooky Saturdays. And today I figured that we would do something a little bit different for some story reading. So I figured that this time we would look at reading some ghost stories because I thought that would be interesting, to kind of just spice things up a little bit. I'm still trying to look for some good paranormal videos, which, believe it or not, like just finding them just by themselves is kind of hard to find because you can easily find compilations or like a top 5 kind of thing, from other creators, and I just don't want to snag from them because it's kind of mean to be honest. But so I'm still looking for that. So I figured that we would just look at, read. You guys can, just relax and listen to some ghost stories. So I think that would be really interesting. I'll have the rules and all that stuff, kind of scrolling by right here or whatever, or wherever I put it. I don't know. It's somewhere. So, yeah. So, like usual, we'll like in the other ones, we'll read a couple of them. Usually about 4, maybe. But depending on how long these are going to be, we might do, depending on how long or short they are, we could do like maybe 5, depending, or, maybe do less than that if they're really long, maybe like 3 or something like that. But either way, I hope you guys enjoy, and sorry, I apologize. This is probably going to be the only Spooky Saturday for this month. It's been kind of a busy month, so I apologize for that, but hopefully you guys enjoy it regardless, and let's go. Okay, so here we are in the r/ghost stories. My mom found it. My mom found this one because I asked. I was like, hey, you know any cool ghost stuff? And then she's like, well, here's this one you can check out. And I was like, all right, sounds great. So my mom found this one. So I kind of just, kind of skimmed through it, all that stuff. I mean, I didn't read any of them. I was just, like, looking at the titles to see like which one sounds interesting. So I found this one. Should I do the Ouija board again? Well, but I guess I should also put a little disclaimer. I guess I should have probably put that in the beginning, but I totally forgot, so I'm putting it now. I know that not everybody believes in the paranormal. Personally, for me, I do believe in the paranormal, and so I don't know if any of you guys, and who's following me is, either doesn't believe or is skeptical about it, or is like me and does believe it. So if you don't believe it, just maybe just consider them fun little ghost stories. If you're skeptical about it, maybe you'll eventually have an encounter. But if you do believe, spicy. But besides that, glasses on so I can see, because I'm kind of blind. So I want to read this one. Should I do the Ouija board again? Because I find stories that involves the Ouija board very interesting. Because my mom and I have used the Ouija board before, and personally we haven't really had any problems with it. So I don't know like what's going on. Maybe it's the spirits that we've encountered, or who knows. But let's read this. This sounds really fun. It's a little short one, so let's take a gander. Should I do the Ouija board again? I don't know. That depends. But also, Ouija board disclaimer, I think what stems the fear of Ouija boards is that people it's probably some people out there who doesn't close the door properly. You always want to say goodbye, thank you before you end your session. You can't just stop because it's gonna remain open. So let's read this. Let's read a little fun thing about the Ouija board, or it could be creepy, it could be something. Who knows? Maybe it was just an interesting encounter. I'm asking, maybe should I do that again? Should I talk to spirits again? I'm bored. I'm 26, female, but when I was 13, I bought a board off of eBay and brought it to a sleepover with about 6 girls, and we did it at our friend's house that was 100 plus years old. This happened 13 years ago, and I didn't write any of it down, but we all remember it happening. We had a very active board. Specifically, the one spirit named Nevi came through. Didn't know Nevi was a name. He was in his 50s, and he was murdered, and we were just asking basic questions. We weren't taking it that serious. We were just asking questions as we go. I remember us being in a circle around the board, talking to it, and I go, ow, and I flipped up the loose fitted shorts I was wearing, and there was a bright red scratch mark. Everyone got freaked out, but for some reason I didn't, because I was some tough little tomboy girl. I don't know, lol. It ended with just me being on the board by myself, talking to the spirit, because I was so young, and the spirit said I was its favorite person, and I was just having fun with it, I was like, ooh, a spirit friend, cool. It wasn't until I started hearing things at night when I was trying to sleep, like footsteps right outside my door, not able to sleep, scary thoughts, that I started to get sweaty and scared about it. I remember talking to it one more time and saying goodbye and burning the board in the backyard and never doing it again after that. But I see it's more popular now, and I don't know I'm interested now because of how real my experience was, but I don't know if I should keep this as a cool little memory or do it again. What do you think? Well, yes, some weird things can happen, as you talk to spirits on a Ouija board. Like I said, you just have to. I mean, I get it. Your kids are having fun, but Ouija boards is something that maybe children should not play with. Considering that a scratch could happen, and considering that it was one scratch, I mean, yeah, getting a random scratch out of nowhere is a little that's sus. Okay, it's really sus if I say so myself. But it gets really concerning if it's a 3 scratch mark. So it sounded like it was just 1. So it's probably nothing really super bad or anything like that. But since there was interest shown, I mean, this is at least from my personal experience. If you have you show interest, or I mean, sometimes that's not always the case. I mean, with my mom, she was trying to okay, I wean away from spirit stuff, but they just won't leave her alone. So, But I mean, I don't know. I never had issues with I was about to say Luigi board. I was about to say Luigi board. My apologies. This is. I just keep thinking of that one video where it was the Yahoo things about it was making a Luigi board, burning a Luigi board. That's a good video, but having an experience like that, I probably wouldn't mess with the Ouija board again. But my goofy ass, I'm oh, crazy shit happened. Yeah, I'll do it again, no problem. Disclaimer, please don't. I gotta make that very clear. Disclaimer, if you've had a weird experience with the Ouija board, like getting scratched or something attaching to you, I probably don't recommend doing it again. Don't be an idiot like me, okay? Don't do it. Don't be a fucking fool like me, okay? Protect yourself. Protect yourself. But yes. That was, should I do the Ouija board again? After your experience, I probably wouldn't. But I would personally. Again, don't be like me. Don't be like me. Be smart. Be the smart one, not the dumb one like myself. Okay? So let's move on to the next story. Okay, so I found this one. It's just simply called I Still Get the Creeps When Telling the Story. So, let's go ahead and read I Still Get the Creeps When Telling the Story. I still get the creeps when telling the story. It was the middle of the night when I woke up to the slight tapping at the window across from my bed. The room was decently big, with the bed pushed against the wall in the center of the room, and two smaller closets to the left on either end of the wall. A window was next to the closet in the far left corner of the room from the bed, with a TV beside it. Before I went to bed that night, I had turned on light rain sounds on the TV, and so it was playing queasily in the background while I set up the bed. Tired and weary, the knocking turned into loud thumps that made my heart race and my palms sweaty. By the sound of it, I could have sworn someone or something was standing outside the window. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Pounding on the window, which wasn't unreasonable considering the room was on the first floor near the entrance of the building. Looking at the alarm clock beside my nightstand, I realized it was very unreasonable. It was 3:15, which of course it was. Why wouldn't I wake up at the witching hour with tapping on the window and this utter dread filling my stomach? I don't understand how I missed it, because she was standing right next to it, beside the window, or rather, a little in front of it was a girl with long, dripping wet black hair, cascading down her face and body, basically hiding all of her from how long it was. She was wearing this worn-out white dress that ended on the floor. I couldn't see any limbs at all. She reminded me of that girl from The Ring, just less TV-like and real. For a good 10 seconds, I kind of just stared at her, waiting and watching, praying this wasn't some sick nightmare that I was about to wake up from. The panic hadn't yet set in either. When I realized she wasn't moving or doing anything, I slid under the covers, biting back the tears of fear. I was 14 then. Not young, but not old either, so the fear was pretty reasonable. After taking a few deep breaths and encouraging myself to look again, she was gone. She just vanished. The tapping on the window hadn't ceased. If anything, it got a bit louder. It also started raining after a few minutes of me just sitting there, staring at the spot where the girl once stood. Yeah, I've heard plenty of tappings. Ghosts like to do that. They like to tap. You know, they're just like, oh, tap. And it's like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. But I'm just trying to imagine, you know, because like I've seen plenty of shits. I've seen plenty of stuff myself. But yeah, just, you know, especially considering, you know, like, you know, it's getting late, you know, you get into sleepies, you're getting tired, very eepy, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're just trying to relax, and then you just see a creature, and you're like, oh. It's just like, oh. Especially you know, when you're really young and stuff. Yeah, I can get why that would be absolutely terrifying. Because, like, okay, I'll be real with you. Like, yeah, as a, you know, when you're young and, you know, as a kid, yeah, ghosts are pretty freaky. But then when you're an adult and you get old, you're just like, yeah, whatever, ghosts is whatever. And they're not really freaky to me anymore. You know, but I still remember having some pretty freaky encounters as a child. So, I don't know, maybe I'll enlighten you guys one of these days about my own personal paranormal experiences. And maybe my sleep paralysis experience, but that's a whole other topic. Which things happening at around 3 in the morning. Yes, it's a very yes, it's, you know, we're like, oh, it's 3 o'clock, it's where all the spooky stuff happens. Yes, that is true. You know, a lot of stuff does happen around 3 in the morning, but you know, that's just the magical hour. The magical spooky hour. So if you want peak spooky time, just stay up till 3 in the morning. Actually, don't do that. Get some fucking sleep. Sleep is good for you. I don't think I can even stay up till 3 in the morning anymore. I'm getting old. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, guys, believe it or not, I found a video. I found a ghost video. And I got really excited. I was like, oh yeah, a video, let's go. Cause it's more fun to see the ghost. So I'm excited. So let's take a look. So this is shadow person ghost walking across the hallway. Listen, it's not I know it says it's not the best quality, but listen, like, sadly, a lot of cases, most ghost captures is always on a shitty camera. Okay, every time, or like the lighting's really bad too. But that's just how it is. So the thing is, like, when it comes to stuff like that, that means it probably could easily be debunked. It could, you know, maybe it could be fake or something like that and whatnot. Oh, who knows? So let's I found a video. Yay! Let's take a look. It's 19 seconds, so let's see. Did you see it? There it is. Huh. Well. So, let's take a look at it again. Okay, so here's the thing. Well, is a couple things. As someone who is a believer, but there is a possibility that maybe it could have been somebody. But let's just say it wasn't somebody. Like it was actually like they kind of looked like Shaggy from Scooby. Wait. well, so there is, of course, you know, there is some comments that are just like, oh, this is fake, which it's possible. It's possible it could be fake, or unbeknownst to them, until they saw the video, they captured something absolutely fucking awesome. Which, like, if this is legit, that's sick. Because you know how hard it is to get something nice and crisp? Because, like, that's pretty crispy. Look at that. That's crispy as hell. I'm adding it with crispy. It's like, so if we let's see if I can, because it is very possible. Okay, so it's very dark right here. So let's just say it's fake for a second. Okay, so if it was fake, this guy's been perfectly standing here, perfectly still, waiting for the moment. And then once sees the camera kind of just like peer off to the side, then it's me like, alright, I'm a walk. I'm a walk. But if, let's see, if I can, I don't think I can actually, let's see. I don't think I can actually slow the video. But also, here's another thing. Like, I'm trying to, like, honestly, it just looks like it's just legs. It just looks like it was legs, like in the beginning, and then it started to form a little bit, or it could be just because of how dark it is. Oh, wait, just a goddamn minute. Hold on. Boosh. There. Boosh. No. I thought he was actually standing right there. No, he just came from that door to that. Because there's the foot. There's the foot. Okay, this thing kind of sadly increases the chance that it's possibly fake. Because, okay, so, oh my god, my hair is, woo. Okay, so okay. So typically, I mean, when, you know, where there's actually a figure, you know, it's kind of hard to see, like full complete form unless they're like really fucking strong, which to take form like that takes a lot of energy to do that. That's probably why, you know, in a lot of cases there's not really much like full on figures. It's usually like some weird mist, or like kind of like a fainted of half of a figure or something like that, or in a lot of cases there'll be orbs, which it's very easy to tell what is an orb versus what isn't, because you can see like how dust particles move. So like all that little flyy little circles, those that's dust. This is just a bunch of dust. I would be sneezing in that place that's really dusty. I would be dying. I'd just be like, ah, shit, just sneezing really badly. See, there's the leg. That looks like, yeah. There he goes. Because I thought it just was coming from here. I didn't see that he actually came from over there. That's interesting. It's very interesting. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. Like, do you think that, like regardless of your stance on the on the paranormal, whether you believe in it or not, like, I'm curious. Like, could it just be like one of their homies, one of their bros, you know, just like, I'm gonna dress in black, walk across, make a little ghost video. Or it could be some random stranger that they don't even know, that they're just, because walking into abandoned places, urban exploration, you don't know what you can encounter in these abandoned places. You could encounter, you know, you could encounter a ghost. You could encounter some fucking crackhead. You never know. That's why, as cool as urban exploration is very dangerous. Because you don't know what you're going to encounter in there. And also, just it's just generally dangerous, like, structure-wise, especially the place is, like, really old. It could be falling apart. You know, you could, like, get trapped under rubble or something. So... But I am happy to have found a video, because that was originally my plan, and I found at least something. So let's see if we could try to. I'm going to see if I could try to find another video. So this was from 4 years ago. I wonder what I see it again, because there is an option for. Okay, I don't think I can actually. Okay, so there's no option for subtitles. Rip. Because I don't know Spanish, so. Rip. But anyways, let's see if we can find another video. And if not, then we'll find a cool little spooky story. Oh, this is great. Okay, so found another video. Oh yeah, it's testing out the hand tracking with just the webcam, because I don't have fancy hand tracking, so if it's really wonky, I'm sorry. That's why. You can see my hands actually. Yay! I don't have fancy hand tracking. I just have webcam. Maybe one day in the future I'll have fancy hand tracking. But anyways, so another video. So fix my fucking my glasses. Fucking eyelash. Okay. This is really funny. Okay, so I found another video. So it says right here, friend posted an Instagram story of him making a food delivery to an apartment in Koreatown, and in Los Angeles, to show what he referred to as the Titanic elevator. When we watched it, we heard a "help me" or "help them" as he gets out of the elevator. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the volume up on my end, and when I'm gonna try to turn it up when I edit it in post. So we'll see. I'm gonna turn it up. All right. I'm just gonna mute my mic just in case there's background noises, because I gotta hear this.
What is it? Damn, that was scary. I was expecting. Yeah, it's stinking there.
Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. Wait. It did actually kind of sound like something. Hold on, let's. Yeah, because it was around as he was getting out. It was like around here. Okay. yeah, it did kind of sound like, it did kind of sound like help them, sort of, in a way. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Okay, well, I just decided to turn off this the hand tracking because it's gonna keep getting everywhere. But yeah, it did kind of sound like. Yeah. It did kind of sound like help them. Wow. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, this is interesting. I live in LA. The guy who posted this said the elevator took his friend down to the basement even though he pressed the ground floor button. If in the coming days we hear of someone having died in that basement, we'll know the ghostly voice was trying to save them. Ah. It says it's the elevator iron door sound. I don't know. I've never heard an iron door sound like that. Yeah, iron doors don't fucking sound like they're saying help them or something. What? but it's just, I mean, you're gonna get whatever comments on Reddit. But yeah. That's crazy. And yet, typically, I mean, yeah, I did see some comments like, "Oh, how could you not hear that?" Typically, most things, like when you're trying to, on some occasion, yes, you'll be able to hear, spirit talk to you, you be able to, you could hear them sometimes, but typically, you're not going to be able to hear them and unless it's through a recording or something like that. Typically, in most cases, it's also the same thing when it comes to with pictures and all that stuff. In a lot of cases, you're not going to see them, until you look at a picture, and then so there, and there could be maybe a potential figure in the picture that's like, whoa, it's a figure, It's also the same thing when it comes to orbs, Typically, you're going to see it in a picture or sometimes in a recording of a video. That's just, I don't know, ghost stuff. But yeah, but sometimes, yeah, like, you can hear, you know, maybe it goes, you know, maybe it said your name or something like that, which is, you know, can happen, you know, or sometimes they go like, hey, or, you know, or you know, something like that. Sometimes, you know, but typically they're heard through like recordings and stuff. So he probably did not hear it until he heard it through the video, and he's like, wait a minute, what the fuck? But that could also lead to potential like hey, maybe this was added in post, which I kind of hope not, because, you know, I find the paranormal fascinating, and when it gets faked, I do get a little sad. But if it's faked and it's funny, and you know it's fake, then okay, then yeah, then it's funny. But if they're trying to play it off as legit, then I'm just kind of like, oh well, this is fucking stupid. That's just me though. So let's see. Maybe we can find one more, maybe. Okay, so let's look at this to end off the video. So, what was that? I don't know. Let's find out. I saw that. Uh-huh. Okay. So this one sadly could very much be faked. Because yeah. Uh-huh. I mean, it is very possible that there is no audio. I kind of wish there was audio. But like kind of the body proportions of it doesn't look really natural. If I can get like a, let's see. Yeah, cause okay, so I know it's really really bad, but I can't control the quality. So like, this is the head. Look how long the neck is, and then you got the arms. Like, it just anatomically, it don't look right. Interesting. And then there's the legs. Hold on, wait, just a goddamn... Wait. What is that? Okay, that's... Because it doesn't look like... Okay, so if we look... Yeah. Because it doesn't look like any of this. Unless I'm just losing my mind. I might be losing my mind. I don't know. Interesting. Oh, this is gonna bug me. because here's the thing. Okay, it's like when it's peeking, when it peeks out, like, okay, so I don't know. It's just there's just something anatomically off about it. Like the proportions of its like, especially with its limbs, it just looks off to me. And also here's another weird thing. Okay, so you can see. Okay, so here's the top of its head. All right, there it goes walking, and then all of a sudden it like fucking increases in size. Trying to get it before, like, it all of a sudden just like whoosh, like it looks like it just goes whoosh. So motorcycle, please. I'm trying to do spooky ghost stuff. But it's just It is very interesting, though. Boop. There he goes. The peak. He come walking out. And then, ah! Huh. Interesting. Well, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about all of this, because I'm curious to read your thoughts on it. Let's see if we can find one more. I want to put it at an even number. Okay, so we'll end this off. It'll make a nice even between. We looked at three videos, and we're gonna look at 3 text stories. So I saw this, the night worker at a hospital, phone call from the other side. So that sounded really interesting. So let's take a look. So this actually happened to a coworker of mine, but it's by far the creepiest thing I've ever been semi-involved with in my entire life. And I've been waiting for the perfect moment, time to share. This was a few years ago now, but I work in a hospital and there are privacy laws, so I just wanted to give us some time to be safe. So I had this coworker, we'll call him Jack for the sake of this story, who I trained and worked with quite a lot. One day I came to work. I actually think it might have been around the holidays, and he told me that he just got a phone call that really creeped him out. We work in a call center, transferring patient and employee calls. He said that that a patient had called in the early hours of the morning, wanting to speak with the nurse in charge. As is protocol, Jack took the patient's name, doctor's name, and phone number. He then told the patient the nurse would call him back ASAP. The patient asked her to hurry, sounding in great distress, according to Jack, and insisted that he was having cardiac arrest. We aren't allowed to give medical advice of any kind, but we are allowed to encourage patients in distress to call 911 or go to the ER. So Jack did so, but the guy insisted on waiting for the nurse. Jack put the guy on hold, not wanting to make him wait, so he called the nurse. While waiting for her to call back, the line dropped. When the nurse called back, Jack gave her the info and moved on with the night. The nurse shortly called back and asked Jack to repeat the phone number. He did, and said that it must be wrong, as she was getting one of those "this number isn't assigned to anyone" messages when she tried to call. She decided to look up the patient's file to confirm the number herself. Only problem is, the patient died over 20 years ago. The phone number, by the way, was correct, and Jack had checked it with the caller display while on call, so it was definitely the number the patient called from, despite the number being out of service and the patient being dead for over 20 years. To this day, we still don't know what happened or how that was possible. Whoa. That's crazy, dude. I mean, that would be really interesting to experience, but here's the thing. I don't answer phone calls unless I, actually know you. If it was a family member, then yeah, I'll probably answer the phone. But I don't like talking on the phone, so... But this would be very interesting to experience, to be honest. Interesting. Jack seemed to believe the patient died of cardiac arrest. Of course, I have no way of knowing that myself, and neither did Jack. It's very possible. So, maybe... Wow, that's really interesting. That's super neat. But that's probably something I'm never going to experience because I don't answer the phone. But anyways, so yeah, let's go back and do my little outro that I'm awful at. All right, so that was this month's spooky reads. So we read a couple ghost stuff, and we saw some couple videos, which got me really excited. Hopefully I can find some more. So we got a perfect blend of, some videos and some text reading. So yeah, this was fun. Like I said earlier in the video, this is probably gonna be the only spooky Saturdays this month because I'm doing a lot of stuff. We've been busy personally during this month, so I apologize for that. But I gave you, got 6 things in this video. But so I hope you guys enjoy this one. You know, with reading some ghost stuff instead of creepy person encounters. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I would like to hear your thoughts, your comments about the stuff that we've talked about. The stuff that we talked about, the stuff that we've seen, and all that stuff. And you know, if you have experiences yourself, that would be really interesting to hear about in the comments. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.